Richard Kate. Welcome back to my channel. This is my first commentary video back since May. Yeah, May. May was my last one. Got it right this time for commentary. Yeah, but I want to talk about the dating scene because I want to go back to the dating scene, but it's very hard because everything I'm seeing and watching on YouTube about like dating vlogs and like what girls are saying, like, but the women are saying, girls, women, what the men and the boys are saying about today's dating. It seems very like daunting and very disheartening at the same time because it's like I do want to go out there. I do want to meet people. I've been single, like, for instance, for my case especially, I've been single since I haven't had a boyfriend since I was 19. Mind you, that was a while ago, long time ago, because I'm not young. I may look young, but I'm not. I'm like 34, and so I'm 34. I love gaming. That's all you need to know. And I work my ass off, you know. Though in recent years, I just recently found a better job where I can work my ass off better and then earn money for things I need to get for myself and whatever. That's besides my I'm dating. But yeah, entering the dating scene is I'm kind of nervous because like I hear a lot of things and like it's kind of crazy to me, like everything I hear. Like one thing, body count is one. 2, what do you bring to the table? 3, the high expectations of like what people are expecting, especially the girls or the women. And 4, it's like ageism or the age or your body by basically age as well. So we're gonna bring it down one by one in this level thing. So the first thing we're gonna talk about in this whole conversation is basically body count. Because the body count one is the one that bothered me the most. Not because I have a high body count, I don't have a high body count at all. But when I heard what body count was, or when I was watching things about like body counts, like I was like, wait a minute. Like first I was like, what's a body count? Like how many people you killed? That's what I think of body count, like a killer wise. Like, oh yeah, they killed. Have sex with, basically. Which I think for on both sides, a body count should not be that extremely high. I can understand probably 10 people for a man, 10 for a woman, that's fine. But if you have like a body count that goes up until like the I don't know, the hundreds or thousands, that's kind of are doing way too much. In my opinion, that's my opinion. I think you're doing way too much. I think that it's you want to. The thing is, for me, they call it liberation. What's liberating about giving your body away to every Tom, Dick, and Harry out there who, it's like, I come from morally standing. I don't from the background I come from morals. That's not how to. That's kind of crazy. That's like how my mom would say it. That's how status is. How status. It really is like because what's that one? I'm gonna say it. Corn star. You can't say the other. You can say corn, or an ex-worker. That's like the body counts they have, and they get paid for it. And that's their work, not their lifestyle. It's work for them, and it's very different from someone who just wants to have a simple date, find someone that they can get to know. Hopefully they'll be like their partner for life. If not, they can just move on to the next one. But no strings, not no strings attached. No strings attached means like you keep them, but you have like no friends of benefit type stuff. A lot like which to me that leads to like body count again. But no, I just see it as like crazy because like, well, the videos I've watched recently or over the past year, but I'm barely commenting on now because like I was really doing K-pop because I was like, I wasn't interested in the dating circle until, well, I was, just because I wanted to get my feet back out, get back out there and just start dating again. But the body count one was one I found interesting and also crazy because it's like, oof. It's a lot. It's a lot. And like honestly, I don't think I can have that many people. I don't think I can have anyone like touch me like that if that many people, different times, and just willingly do it. Willingly do it. Willingly do it and let someone do it. That's man. That's going far above and beyond anything I can ever comprehend, to be honest. Like it really, really is. And it's funny because like there's a debate going on between like women don't think it's a problem, men think it's a problem, and they're saying there's a double standard, like that if men can do it, why can't we? I mean, I guess it's true. There is a double standard, but not by that much, I don't think. Because at the end of the day, you can do anything a man can do. So if a man's gonna sleep with XYZ men and girls, a woman can sleep with XYZ men and boys. But at the same time, are you gonna be satisfied after you've had that many bodies and you want to finally settle down? And then when it comes down to, the aspect of actually having sex, or as I said, laying down with that person, well, maybe not, laying down with that person, after all that many people, will you feel the same afterwards? Will you feel, fulfilled after everyone you went through? And you've had to settle down with someone? It's like a good question. Right. I mean, that's a good question to ask, like, just both sides. Not just the one, just both sides. Because, like, you never know. Because maybe the guy's like, she was so good. And the guy was like, oh, he was so good. I don't know why I released him. Stupid. You never know, like, what's someone saying? The one that got a word. But in terms of sex-wise, but not in terms of, like, who you put your feeling, who held your feelings, hold your heart, I think that one means more in terms of the one that got away is the one that held your heart, the one that cared for you the most, and that type of stuff. Besides, because honestly, emotions at first then comes to like the gratitude afterwards in terms of like pleasure. Because I feel like, or I should say, I think when it comes in terms of dating, it should always be down to like both people coming together and really having a good relationship with each other. That starts somewhere. And like if you start at the beginning and you guys grow together, that's good, or like, I'm not saying like not date the guy who already has everything together, that's fine. You can date that guy, but as long as he wants you and as long as you're not trying to take everything he has. Don't try to take everything he fucking has that he worked hard for. And then you just came in and tried to swoop everything out. Like, no. That doesn't work that way. I've heard stories about that too, and I'm like, as a woman myself, we can be crazy. We can. But there is a limit to our crazy. And there's only a limit that we can show people how crazy we can get. And when you do stuff like that, it makes everyone else, all the every other one that comes after you look bad. Because then that person's not going to trust any other female or woman. However, you want to be, called them, they, who, a female, woman, whatever. Just know that at the end of the day, that they're gonna make them like not retreat from the dating world, which men have started doing, or they have retreated from what they're used to, from what they want to do, and so, you know what, it's not worth my time, it's not worth my mental headache, it's not worth any of that type of stuff. So they're leaving by the boatloads, I would say, because like the videos I see now, it's like, where are the men at? There's like 100 men to 20 women, and you wonder why. Like, there used to be like an equal amount of men to equal amount of women. Now it's like women go to these singles events, and there's really mostly women there versus the men. And well, what do you expect? Like, we as women have pushed men to the limit, and we push them past like where they can't be comfortable enough to come out to talk to us anymore. I mean, that falls into us. It really does. It falls into us as females to fix that, because you can't say, oh, it's the men. No, it's like, what did you do? Because I know as a woman, we kind of leave things out, some people sometimes on purpose, but also to not okay. So I feel like if someone was to watch this and like, she's capping, probably. No, but there are some women that don't say the whole truth because they don't want to make themselves look bad. But sometimes the truth will always set you free. So if you tell the whole truth and the truth, so help you God, you should be good. But I know there's certain women that like to tell one side of the narrative and not the whole thing, because there's different perspectives. But if you tell your whole entire perspective and everything and not leaving anything out, it would give you the person will understand better on the outlook of what's going on, versus like you give like a half a story that's missing like certain details that give the full picture of what actually is going on. I think that's another reason why men don't believe women when it comes to certain things. Because it's like, and go on. What else did you do? What else? Like, I get it. Like, you don't want to say everything, but you just want to make, sometimes it's easier to make someone the bad guy versus being the bad guy. That's true. It is easier to make someone the bad guy versus being the bad guy. And it sucks to say this, but I'm being honest. Really, I'm being honest now. And honestly, but I'm always honest. I don't try to lie. Maybe a white lie, but nothing too about like my dating history or that type of stuff, because there's no reason to lie about. I'll be like, no, I haven't dated anyone. Like, I just wanted to work on myself more. Go out there. That's honest truth. I need to work on myself more before I went out there to find someone. So I always told myself, don't go out into the world and start dating someone if you're not secure in how you feel about yourself. because you don't want to put your insecurities onto someone else. Um, I'm a strong believer of that. So that's why I've never dated. I dated, but I didn't find a boyfriend because I wanted to fix what was wrong with me first before I got out there. Did I do counseling? No, I did counseling before. Honestly, if it helps to a point. Understand? It's good to get help, but it only helps to a point because at the end of the day, you have to help yourself too. Because if you're just having if you're just going to the counselor, the same, it's good to talk to someone. It is. But sometimes you have to help yourself at the end of the day. You really do. Like, getting the issue out and having someone who can talk to that's an unbiased opinion that just asks you, like, how do you feel? Like, do you think that was the right outcome? Like, asking questions like that as you're going by instead of like, oh yeah, girl, you did. Like, no. Sometimes it's good to have someone that's like, you need to realize what you did wrong and correct it. Because if you don't correct it, it's gonna be an issue over and over again and over again. And that's true. If you don't fix the issue, it's gonna be the same thing over and over and over again. It's intentional or unintentional. For my case, it was unintentional. Or no, from when I was dating, I just didn't feel for the person I was dating or going on dates with, which is fine. You're supposed to feel the person out. If you're feeling it, it's fine. It's just completely fine. Let's let it go at that. Yeah, that's pretty much it for that part. But that's when I went from body counts to a whole nother kind of topic. But it's fine. It's better for me to just talk about about the whole thing instead of doing block by block by block, and then probably better that way. But I feel like if I just speak how I'm doing right now, it'd be easier just to do the whole video like this. But yeah, you have to be held accountable for everything you say and do. And the videos I watch, it seems like it's one-sided, that it's not accountability, it's more like deflection, like people were saying. Because I will admit we do deflect. But there are some, very few, nowadays that hold themselves to the accountability. You're like, okay, I did that. I'm sorry, I fucked up. I don't think I've ever heard in these videos where women say like, oh no, I'm sorry, I fucked up. Like, they have no regret. And that's the thing. It's just, if you regret what you did, that means you have a good heart. I think that's the saying. I don't remember. But honestly, or if you don't regret anything, you have, well, no, so if you regret something, you have a heart. Or if you don't regret it, it means, I don't know. It's something, it's been so long since I heard the saying, but regrets are regrets. And sometimes you regret something, and then all you do is just beg God for forgiveness for what things you regret, and then hopefully, and just reflect on it and just don't do it again. But it seems like today, most women or even men don't do reflection anymore. Or the ones I've seen on the YouTube and like TikTok, it seems like there's not that many that are like have moral standing like they used, like how we used to in the day back in like the 90s, early 2000s. It's like now the 2020s, we're just like accountability, nothing like that. It's like, okay, it's cool. Yeah, it's just the dating scene is crazy. And those are a couple things I've heard of so far. There's also, one. My one I don't like talking about because, like, the age one, because I am 34 years old. I was born in 91. So yeah, how would I say it? I'm, I don't even want to say it, but this is what they say. I'm past my prime. They say I'm past my prime. Like, okay. I don't feel like it, but I guess I am. Which makes me feel sad too. So, like, past my prime? What? I can understand if, I don't know. It's just home hard. Sorry. It hit home hard. I'm like, I'm past my prime? I guess so. I have no children at all. No children. I work to make money. I work to live, basically. I work to pay rent. I work to pay my phone bill and bills. That's it. I don't have no one to and that's when I don't know. I guess I'm past my prime. Do I look it? Probably. But yeah, it's sad to say, but maybe I am. Maybe I'm at the door where it's like, hello, your subscription has expired. Time for you to clear out the way. Make room for that new booty. I just haven't done. No. Because maybe that part's my fault. Yeah, it took time to find someone, Again, my fault. I should have been out there more. But not like mixing it with people, like, as in sexual ways, but as in, like, getting to know people and, like, probably dating like that, but without, like, the thing of sex is, like, to me, I feel like sex should be after a month of dating. Just make sure that he's down for you. That's how it used to be, where it's like, okay. I don't know. I want to do sex like after 3 days. To me, that's too quickly for me to have sex with someone, and especially when I'm not that comfortable laying down with someone like that. To me, that's a big trust. A very, very, very big trust. Especially after that's a big trust. Very, very, very big trust. And I wouldn't be able to do it. Nope, not. So I don't trust people like that with my body. I have to really get to know the person for, like, oh yeah. Though, mind you, so before that, truth time, I have 2 bodies to my name, just 2. But that's when I was going through a hard time, and it was after my mom died. I was like, fuck it. So I had sex with one person, another one, and that was my 2. But I was going through a hard time. So at the time I was like, fuck it. But after I was like, no, I can't do that anymore. I have to really, really heal and not do it that way. So I had to reverse that logic and to bring it back to how I was, to my original type self, but not back to the original, just as much as possible. Sometimes at the end of the day, it's like you have to save yourself before you're proving yourself. And I felt like if I was to go down that path of, like, just having sex with just random people, I would be like, I feel like I probably would have been like these girls, like, ooh. And I'm glad I didn't end up like that because I told myself to stop. So I had discipline. That's another thing. There's no discipline out there. No, discipline and word. They just let loose and just like don't give two fucks anymore. It's funny though. It's funny just watching because it's like, wow, really bold. They're really super bold. Like, I can't. I'm bold to a certain point, but not that bold in terms of just letting it all hang out or giving myself to anybody who just look at me like, nope, not that person. I can't see myself doing that, honestly. And kudos to you guys who do that. Like, I can't say. It's kudos to you. That's you. I'm different. We're different people. You know, can't be mad at that. You're doing you. I'm doing me. I'm a wimp. I'm fine being a wimp. I don't mind. I'm fine being a wimp. But yeah, it's crazy because it's like, I want to be out there dating. I know I don't have a high body count. I know I don't have no children. Don't worry about that. And then the only other worry about is like my age. My age is going to probably stop me at 34. And they're like, oh, you're too old. Like, I might be old, but I'm not that damn old woman. I mean, not that damn guy. Whoever you're gonna be talking to me. It's funny because like I'll talk to people like at work. It's funny because guys I talk to at work, they're always just like, oh, how old are you? Like, do you have any kids? I'm like, no kids, no boyfriend, no nothing. Well, they ask for someone to just say that. They're like, hey, are you dating? I'm like, no. You have kids? Like, no kids. Because most of the people at my workplace still are like either younger than me or my age, have kids already. And I have no kids. So the guys are asking me, like, hey, you have kids? I'm like, no, not kids. And then I'll go into like saying like my nieces want me to have kids, but I don't. I was like, I tell them I want to do it the right way. They just start laughing. But yeah. And I bring up the conversation like the age thing where it's like, but apparently I'm past my prime. And they just start laughing. I'm like, it's fucking stupid. Not them laughing at me, but just the fucking thought of what their people are saying about your age. It's crazy. And it's like, okay. I have to live with that. It's fine. Like I told my friends, like if I meet someone, I meet someone. I don't. Do I want to die single? No. Is it gonna happen? Hopefully not, but we shall see as time goes on. Yeah. It's like, we shall see. Yeah, but the dating world is scary. I do want to go back out there. Do I know how to do it? No, I don't. That's why I was watching a lot of dating videos, but it seems like I can't even go on coffee dates anymore because apparently if I do that, like I got broke. I'm like, there's nothing wrong. That's the thing. I love coffee dates. But you don't have to drink coffee at a coffee date. There's tea. There's hot chocolate. Like, depending on the cafe you go to, like, there is different things you can drink. It's not always coffee. I would love to go to a coffee date. I would love it. That was actually my first date ideas. Like, if I was going to date, like, cafe. Go to a little cafe, get a little coffee, a little scone or whatever, or like little tiny, like, yeah, can I eat those little pastry treats with your coffee? Delicious. It's good. And it's, within a reasonable range for your wallet, even if he doesn't pay for you pay for yourself, like, whatever. It doesn't matter. It's still a good range. Like, there's sandwiches there. There's other things depending on the cafe you go to. There's pastries, there's sandwiches, there's anything you want, like, depending on where you go, just whatever you want to eat, there's this possibility in there. Right? No, I love coffee dates. And then like for a second date, I would say something a little bit more fun. That way to get like break down more of the walls between us. That way to see like, oh, what are they afraid of? What are they not afraid of? Like sort of, or like, do they like can they do this? Would they enjoy this? Like for me, the second day would probably be, like I said, something fun. Probably the beach or the picnic. Walk in the park, something different. And then the third date can be a little bit more expensive. I think the most expensive, I would say, amusement park. That's pretty much it. And then like from there, we can just pay for our own stuff separately. Because I know how expensive it is to be when it comes to just the food in the amusement park. But that could be the third date, if anything. And then from there, you can repeat the same process. It's not to be like, keep going and being more expensive. It can just be the same way it is. Like, do coffee dates here and there, or even picnic dates where you just we make the food, or I take a plate, he takes a plate, and we meet up. We go to a park, sit down, eat, whatever. Like, we can do that. Whatever. Those are like cute little dates that build something, start talking, get to know the person. Just hear all of it. But like movie theaters is cool, but it's mostly you have to stay quiet. There's no talking at all in a movie theater. And I used to go on movie dates, but like I really thought it was nice, but I thought it was pointless too. Because like if you're going to date someone, like you want to go to a movie for like an hour and watch a movie for an hour. I like I'm not gonna lie, I like watching movies. I love movies. I do, but it's like no. I'm quite good, but I was like more talking to someone, to be honest. Even though like I'm not really a big talker, but if it's when it comes to that, I really like this guy. No, I think he's dating someone, so I kind of like don't talk to him if I want to. So like I just leave it as is and just like go on with my life. But I do have a crush. So I think about the other one if he's dating, but I do know for sure at the main one I like, he's with somebody. My friends are like, oh no, he's nothing. I'm like, I think he is. Like he's too attractive not to be in a relationship. To be honest, like, and apparently his girlfriend is really pretty. My other friends, I'm like, smile. Like there goes my luck. Fuck it. It's fine. I'll just go on. I'm not gonna fight over a guy. I'll just slowly, like him from afar, like I've always done, continue to do. I do talk to him a little bit. Even though I'm like super nervous when I'm around him, I'm like, hi. But like, everyone else I can talk to fine. All the guys I work with, I get to talk to great. Have no problems talking to them. And they're not my love interests. They're just friends that I talk to. When it comes to love interests, it's hard for me to talk to them a little more. Because like, I'm like attractive and cute. I'm like, well, hi. Like, how's your day? Like, but yeah, that's just me. That's me. So oh my god, this more video is more like a rant about dating versus actual like facts about dating. This is my perspective only of how I've seen about what I've seen about the dating world and like everything that goes into it and like how I feel on both sides. But this is just part one probably. And probably part two is probably more a detailed format of it, because this one's just more a rant and just talking about the dating world and how I want to get back into it and like how I see it now and how certain talking points I find weird and strange. But that's how it is. That's how it's gonna be. You know, it's fine. It's completely fine. It really is. So, thank you for watching my video. Please come again. Bye. Please like, subscribe, and comment. It means a lot for the algorithm. Thank you. Bye-bye.